And welcome to the latest edition of Open Mic Wrestling Night here live on Twitch. And for any of you that are watching live on the Twitch window, you can notice that there is a brand new screen here. How nice, right? I'm actually going to post it here on the Twitch chat. I'll post it right there on the Twitch chat. Who this awesome work is courtesy of. She's fantastic, by the way. Very professional, super talented, hand-drawn, the logo here. Now, let's get on to the screen now, shall we? Look at that. Brand new, tiny bit better lighting just because I had to add extra lights here to the... And in celebration of Mortal Kombat, yeah. For any of you that don't know, I'm a big gaming fan, so this is all part of the Mortal Kombat cast that was just coming in today, and lots going on today. A lot in the world of pro wrestling too, and I couldn't be any more excited. So again, welcome Open Mic Wrestling Night here live, twitch.tv/Calypso426. If you're not listening in the live window, you are listening to via Fill in the Void Podcast Network, Spreaker.com/filling_the_void, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and any other place that you are able to get your podcasts from. Look at this. Isn't this all nice? I really like this. I love how it came out. And hopefully now the next step is to actually get studio lighting, some sort of microphone in here where it looks like I'm actually legit instead of just talking into a computer microphone, computer camera, everything else of that sort. But, you know, it all comes in due time. Plus, if you're watching the Twitch stream as well, you'll see that there are new panels, there's a new header. A lot of different things are going on here, and this is only just the beginning. So thank you all for your support up until this point, and in advance, thank you for your support going forward. And actually, let me just give you a little bit of a preview here if you're watching here. Look at this. That's my screen here for, when I show the matches will show on the screen here. On the bottom will be where I show who is wrestling. And then obviously the same screen for interviews. So in that case, the box to the left, there you go. I have to get used to the configurations here still. Would be whenever I have somebody on live, this is where you'll see their picture. Like I did on the old screen, now it just looks a little bit better. Actually, it looks... excuse me. It looks a lot better. So... thank you again, Lorena. Thank you 1,000 times over. And for anybody who is looking for graphic design needs, anything else of that sort, please do yourselves a favor. Hit her up on Twitter. Get a quote. See what she's done, not only for my show, but for other Twitch streamers and for people that are doing other businesses that are not Twitch related. That'll come soon. Anyway, now that I keep getting this tickle in my throat, let's get talking here. This week, there's a lot going on in the world of pro wrestling, as you would imagine. Last night on SmackDown, while I didn't watch it live because I had to work in my shoot job, you basically saw Kofi Kingston wrestle over an hour, basically pulling a Seth Rollins. But I think because Kofi hasn't been in any major matches singles-wise in a long time, it's hard for us to kind of comprehend and to remember how good exactly Kofi was, or Kofi is, I should say, because Kofi's always been a very solid talented wrestler. And now he, not Mustafa Ali, is involved in this elimination chamber for the WWE Championship, the Big Wood. Get it? Instead of the big gold, it's now the Big Wood. So that was impressive this week. Raw, I didn't, it was okay. The big BS of the whole thing was Charlotte being added to the WrestleMania main event. Now in story, they're saying, oh, Charlotte's taking Becky's place because of the wrestling world online, the internet wrestling community has really been blowing up with just outrage over either outrage or comments over everything and anything, just so that because there's a lot warranting reaction between double or nothing matches. We'll get into that a little bit later, but we do know now that Cody does have a match at double or nothing. Against who? We don't know. But based on Brandy's reaction and everything else, it's going to be big. So I'm wondering if they're going to play it off as, do they reveal it within the next couple of episodes of that? Or to Happy Singles Awareness Day. Well, happy Hallmark Day to you as well, Chris. I hope you like the new setup. I hope I can get some more comments from... wait, I thought Singles Aware... Me. Wait, what the hell happened? Oh, man. I didn't know that. My bad. I thought Singles Awareness Day was tomorrow. I thought Singles Awareness Day was tomorrow. Hallmark Day was today. Valentine's Day. For those who care, happy Valentine's Day. For those who are single, happy Single Awareness Day, even though I thought it was tomorrow, but that's okay. And good. I'm glad you like it. I did show off the other ones before, but I'll show them off in a little bit when I get to it. But let's get to the news that broke today, and this kind of ties into a couple different things that I wanted to get into. Oh, you're welcome. Hope you had a good Singles Awareness Day. If this is, if that is what it is. By the way, your little girl it always will be your little Valentine, and that much I know. I know I need more lighting, but you know what? Again, I'm working with what I can work with right now. I'm working with what I can work with right now. Soon will be when I could get some proper studio lighting and a whole setup together. I'm working with what I got right now. So, by the way, before I get into my things, very, very quick story. Chris, who's here in the chat right now, Joker's Wild 247, he and I, he was a co-host of this show many a moons ago, and I remember when we got put together by somebody that we both knew, and we both affectionately known as the Blobfish. And duct tape and a flashlight. Yeah, that's exactly how it happened from 3,000 miles away. But Chris was expecting his first child at the time and when we started the show. And I remember him and I talking, he's just like, dude, I mean, if his wife at the time, he's like, if my wife if she's ready to go, I gotta go. And I'm like, dude, family first. And that's the way I always think of it. Family first for anything and everything. So I think we were on for 2 weeks together, 2-3 weeks. And then the next week, I have, my baby came and, now she's what? 5 or 6 or 4 or 5 or something like that. But anyway, long time ago. And now many years later, still his little Valentine, and very, very adorable little thing. And fills his life with much happiness, and I couldn't be much happier. 6. Holy crap. I just remember just like yesterday when the baby was born, and wow, 6 years already. Man, time goes fast. And I'm not even a parent, but time goes fast. And I experience that with a lot of my friends who have children, and they're like, oh, geez, really, really quite. It's amazing how things happen like that. So, anyway, 6 years of her being your forever Valentine, and many more to go. Absolutely. So, let's get into the thing that was pressing today. And I'm sorry I got off on a little tangent, but I kind of had to bring up my friend here and just talk about a couple different things that we had, just a little memory in which we have together pretty much. So, okay. The big news to come out of wrestling today, while Joey Janela was announcing S.A. Rios for Clusterfuck Battle Royal for his upcoming spring break coming up WrestleMania week. The Undertaker, a man who, while before joining the WWF at the time, worked for many companies. He had a stint in WCW as Mean Mark Callis. Had stints in Japan. If I remember correctly, he was a tag team with Scott Hall out there. Many of different areas in which, of wrestling that he has been a part of over. Now, keep in mind, after that, he's been a part of WWE for 10, 20, 29 years. And, right, Survivor Series, 1990, so now we're in 2019. And yeah, you're almost at 30 years that Undertaker's been in the WWE, let alone all the other wrestling that he's done beforehand. So, after nearly 30 years in WWE, he recently had removed any reference that he has to the WWE off of his social accounts, which had caused an uproar too, because it's like, oh, it's the Undertaker, he can't be doing that because he's the Undertaker, he's the dead man. Number one, who gives a shit? Who cares about gimmick infringement? Who gives a shit about gimmicks anymore here in this modern world of pro wrestling, where it just doesn't mean as much as it used to from back in the day. Obviously, with this world of social media, everybody's got cameras and the like. It's different nowadays. But Undertaker had put out, took any reference to WWE off of his socials. Then puts up